gentlemen, you're very welcome to Bray in North County Wicklow for the Leinster semi-final senior club championship between Foxrock Cabinteely, the Dublin champions, and the Offaly champions from Tullamore. We had a slight glitch earlier on, so apologies for that, but we're now live and moving through the centre at the moment is Katie McNally giving it inside to Ciara O'Riordan, and Ciara O'Riordan, referee deems that she fouled the ball, and Tullamore get a free. The ball's worked out. It's taken by Lisa Gorman. Again, a free there by a referee from Loud. The ball is worked through the hands to Lorna Fishardy, but again, referee giving a free. Paul Burke from Loud giving a free for overcarrying there by Lorna Fishardy. A lot of people familiar with Lorna who would have played on the Wicklow County team over the last number of years. Just in looking at the teams, there are a couple of changes to the programme as it would have been produced. Foxrock Cabinteely, I'll go through it just as soon as we get a little bit of a break in play. The ball's worked to Sarah Keogh. Sarah Keogh back inside to Annie Keogh, her sister. Annie moving up the left wing, giving it back inside to Laura O'Sullivan. Laura O'Sullivan right-footed, looking inside and passing the ball to midfielder Sarah Keogh, already on the ball an awful lot in this game. The ball's played into the corner, and first to react there is Niamh Collins. Niamh Collins going for the ball, picks it up, the Dublin corner back, working the ball across. And Foxrock coming out, referee playing advantage at the moment. The ball worked through the hands up to Tara O'Sullivan. Tara O'Sullivan inside, and the ball breaks out to the right hand side. Very swift movement in the Foxrock Cabinteely forward line, and Drea Murphy giving the ball inside, receiving it back on the right foot, takes a shot, and that's the first score for Foxrock Cabinteely after 2 minutes of play. Foxrock Cabinteely with a point, and they lead by 1-0. Aisling Tarpey is in goal for Foxrock Cabinteely. The full back line, Niamh Collins wearing number 2, Sarah Quinn, and in the first of the changes, Sinead Delahunty at number 17 replacing Aideen Murray. Ball back in play. Sarah Dillon, of course, and a very successful 2021 already with Westmeath. And the ball is thrown up, and Ciara Murphy taking the ball. Ball played down the right wing to Tullamore, and it's taken by Orla Gorman. Orla Gorman inside, but the Foxrock Cabinteely defence holding firm, and Ciara Murphy's been on the ball a couple of times now for Foxrock. Late replacement for Fiona Claffey. We'll come back to that later on. Ball worked through the hands by Foxrock Cabinteely, and a bit of a slip up there. The ball going to ground, and free deemed by referee Paul Burke, and that'll be taken by Sarah Keogh. Sarah Keogh, the Tullamore number 8, surveying all in front of her. Looks like she's going to give a long ball in. Gives it into the corner. Good movement off the ball there by the Tullamore forward line, and it's Orla Gorman. Orla Gorman back inside to Sarah Keogh. Sarah Keogh having an early influence on this game, but the ball taken brilliantly by Faye O'Connell Bell, and she moves up along the right wing, looking inside to see who's available for her, and available for her is Ciara O'Riordan. Ciara O'Riordan immediately gives the ball into Katie McNally. Katie McNally, of course, who scored that goal that was so decisive in the Dublin championship. She gives it back inside, and a free to Foxrock Cabinteely on the 19-metre line, and this ball dead centre of the goal. It looks like it's going to be taken by Ciara O'Riordan. An injury there to one of the Foxrock Cabinteely girls, and while the injury is there, we'll just go through the teams. Aisling Tarpey is in goal, number 1. Niamh Collins, number 2. Sarah Quinn, number 3. The first change, Sarah Delahunty at number 17, replacing Aideen Murray, number 4. The centre back Tara O'Sullivan at number 6, and she's flanked by number 5, Faye O'Connell-Bell, and Lorna Fishardi at number 7. Midfield, number 8, Niamh Ryan, and again a change, Fiona Claffey not starting at number 9, and she's replaced by Ciara Murphy, number 20. Sarah Dillon in the half-forward line at number 10, Ciara Reardon at number 11, and the last of the changes on Foxrock Cabinteely, Sinead Lockman with replacement for Hannah O'Neill. So Sinead Lockman wearing number 18. And the full forward line then, Andrea Murphy, number 13, Jodie Egan, number 14, and Katie McNally, number 15. Kelly Cunningham with the hands on the ball, kicking the ball long. There's a very strong breeze here in Bray, and it's favouring the Tullamore girls in the first half. Soloing with the ball, right-footed, turning back in. Sarah Keogh, number 8. Sarah Keogh playing it back inside to Laura O'Sullivan. Laura O'Sullivan probing the ball forward, and she finds Alana Allen. Alana Allen, number 9, playing the ball in towards the full forward line. Full forward line for Tullamore showing well there. The ball's worked through, but working back brilliantly. Ciara Reardon picks up the ball for Foxrock Cabinteely, and a free to Cabinteely for a pull there on the jersey. Ball played in to Jodie Egan. Jodie Egan soloing right footed. Foxrock working the ball through the hands, and it's worked to Niamh Ryan at centre field. She plays the ball forward, and Ciara Reardon on the ball, playing the ball to Sarah Dillon. Sarah Dillon right footed up along the right wing. Inside and moving strongly for her is Ciara Reardon. Ciara Reardon playing a brilliant ball inside, and Katie McNally, unfortunately, she looked like she had it under control, but very, very good defence by Tullamore there. The Tullamore full back, Sarah Quinn, getting a tackle in brilliantly. But the danger not passed. Ball played into the full forward line, but excellent work by Tara O'Sullivan at number 6 for Tullamore. And it'll be a free out on the 19-metre line for Tullamore. Ball in the hands of Tara O'Sullivan. Tara O'Sullivan playing the ball to Kelly Cunningham. Kelly Cunningham, of course, a referee in Leinster for a number of years, playing in goal this year for her club Tullamore. A big turnover by Foxrock Cabinteely, and the ball's worked through to Andrea Murphy. Andrea Murphy going through right-footed, passes the ball across, and there's a flick there, and a great goal by Foxrock Cabinteely. Certainly will settle them down. Probably the start that Tullamore would have been looking for, but Katie McNally there with that free, and we're going to have a look at the replay of that great goal by Foxrock Cabinteely as the ball was worked up the wing and was played inside by Andrea Murphy. Andrea Murphy playing the ball across to that excellent goal poacher that is Katie McNally. As I said before, she scored the decisive goal in the Dublin Championships earlier on in the year in the final in Parnell Park against Nafina. Foxrock again on the attack. Lorna Fishardi playing the ball forward, but it's excellently taken by Maeve Coleman. Maeve Coleman playing the ball into number 21, Emily Bailey. Emily Bailey playing the ball inside. Again, getting on the ball, Sarah Keogh. Sarah Keogh, brilliant ball inside, and looks like it could be a free in, and yes, a free in for Tullamore. Well worked move, and the resultant free will be from about the 20-metre line in front of the goal. And standing on the 21-metre line, soling the ball, eyeing it up. Taking her time, and she's going to kick it right-footed, and it's kicked over the bar by Maeve Coleman. A very good point there by Maeve Coleman, and the score now 1-1 to a point for Foxrock Cabinteely. There are a number of changes on the Tullamore team, and I'll go through them in a moment. Ball's kicked out by Aisling Tarpey. Aisling Tarpey out to Sinead Lockman. Sinead Lockman again working the ball through the hands as they've always done in Foxrock Cabinteely. Lorna Fishardi, number 7, playing the ball back. to Sinead Lockman. Sinead Lockman playing the ball through, but a foul there by the Fox Cab defence, and immediately the ball's put through to Roisin Kane. Roisin Kane soloing through, right footed. She's tackled by Niamh Collins, and a free in. As she soloed through there, Roisin Kane, she was tackled by Niamh Collins, and the referee just giving a little tick there for that little pull back, that tug back. So Tullamore have settled into the game now. Good response for Tullamore with 2 points. Assuming that this goes over the bar for Maeve Coleman. She showed her experience there in putting the first ball over the bar, and I hope I don't put the mockers on her by giving her the benefit of this point, and I don't. So 2 points and a good response. They've got 2 points in a row there just to answer that goal by Foxrock Cabinteely. And the score here today in Bray, 1-1 to Foxrock Cabinteely and 2 points to Tullamore. Again, I have to emphasise that there is a very strong breeze favouring Tullamore. Long ball out by Aisling Tarpey. It's a 50-50 ball, and it's won there by Katie Keogh. Katie, of course, has 2 sisters on the team, Annie and Sarah. So 3 Keogh sisters on the team. And the ball worked forward to Maeve Coleman. Maeve Coleman, that free taker that's after scoring 2 points there for Tullamore. The ball out on the far side there, and the referee Paul Burke giving a free in to Tullamore. Tullamore working the ball across from one side of the pitch to the other, but it doesn't work out for them, and soloing forward at speed, Sinead Lockman giving the ball and receiving the return. Foxrock ominously coming forward now. Andrea Murphy, number 13, on the ball, right footed, takes a shot, and the ball goes over the bar. Andrea Murphy having a very good game for Foxrock Cabinteely, even in these early stages. 11 minutes gone here in Bray, and I have to say the weather here is very, I wouldn't say it's balmy, but it's definitely much better than it was yesterday. It was so cold yesterday, but it's actually blue skies, and if the breeze wasn't there, it'd be a grand day. There is a chill in the air, but certainly nothing like it was yesterday. Ball worked forward from the kick out, and it's played in, but a foul there by the full forward Gráinne Egan on Sarah Quinn, and it's a free to Foxrock Cabinteely, and it's turned over. Great work by Gráinne Egan, and she turns the ball over. She gives it inside. As they move forward, Tullamore, they're swarmed by Foxrock Cabinteely, but looks like she was handing off the player, and the free is given by the referee to Foxrock Cabinteely. And it looks like the free is going to be taken by Sinead Delahunty. Sinead taking the ball right footed. She gives the ball inside to Sarah Quinn. Sarah Quinn to Lorna Fishardi. Goes back inside to Sinead Delahunty. Sinead Delahunty playing the ball forward to Kieran Murphy. Kieran Murphy right footed. Gives the long ball in, but it's well contested by Tullamore, but unfortunately touch on the ground by the fullback Sarah Quinn, and it'll result in a free to Foxrock Cabinteely. Foxrock Cabinteely moving forward again. Jodie Egan on the ball. Jodie right footed, playing the ball in. It's a tight out in that corner, but coming through there is Andrea Murphy. But the ball taken brilliantly by Sarah Quinn, who's settled well into this game at fullback. Sarah Quinn working the ball to Sarah Keogh. The ball with Alana Allen now. Alana playing the ball forward, but it's turned over by Foxrock Cabinteely, and they work it from side to side very swiftly, moving it out to the far wing to Kieran Murphy. Kieran Murphy coming through the centre, giving the ball inside to Niamh Ryan. Niamh Ryan playing the ball out and receiving the ball back, looking around to see who's moving for her, and Jodie Egan is the one that comes forward. Jodie Egan working the ball in, but great work again by Alana Allen. Tullamore definitely growing into this game. The Offaly champions, who beat Nave Kieran in an epic championship final only a number of weeks ago. And the ball worked through to Emily Bailey. Emily Bailey forward to Grania Egan. But again, a tenacious work by both teams there. And Orla Gorman gets a turnover and a free, and it'll be a free to Tullamore on the 30-metre line, out on the right-hand side. And good work there by the Tullamore forwards to put pressure on Grania Egan, and Maeve Coleman putting a lot of pressure on along with Lisa Gorman. And Maeve Gorman is going to be kicking this ball. Maeve Coleman, sorry, is going to be kicking this ball. She kicks it long in towards Grania Egan, but she's unable to gather the ball, and it ends up with Aisling Tarpey. Aisling Tarpey in danger of being blown for over-carrying there. And some sloppy defensive work there by Foxrock, and the ball is turned over brilliantly by Orla Gorman. Orla Gorman playing it back inside. And it ends up with Katie Keogh, and a shot there that just goes to the left, just tails off slightly to the left and wide. Because we came so late to you, we didn't give the teams. So Tullamore's starting team: Tullamore in goal, Kelly Cunningham. Replacement for Chloe Hart at number 2, Sarah Brackenware at number 22, Becky Bryant at number 3, and Sorka Coleman at number 4. Half back line: Lucy Cullen Nolan is replaced at 5 by number 20, Katie Keogh, Laura Sullivan at number 6, and Annie Keogh at number 7. And Annie is the captain of the team. At number 8 and number 9, Sarah Keogh wear number 8, and Alana Allen at number 9. The half forward line, as you can see, we've moved into the water break, and at half forward, Lisa Gorman wearing number 10, Roshan Kane at number 11, Maeve Coleman at number 12, and the full forward line, Grania Egan at number 14 leading the attack, and in both corners, Orla Gorman at number 13 and Emily Bailey at number 21. And we'll just take a slight break now, just while the water break is on. Have been replenished with the water, and play will resume with a kick by Aisling Tarpey, the Foxrock Cabinteely Dublin champions goalkeeper. She kicks the ball long out towards the wing. It's taken there by Niamh Collins. Niamh Collins playing the ball through to Sinead Delahunty. Good work by the Foxrock defence, moving it out. Tara O'Sullivan on the ball, playing a 1-2. The ball's worked back to Niamh Ryan. Niamh Ryan inside to Ciara O'Riordan. Ciara O'Riordan looks up and sees Lorna Fashardi moving into the corner. Lorna on one of these sorties forward gives a great ball inside. It's into Andrea again, and Andrea taking a shot, but the ball tailing off to the left and wide. It's good work though by the Foxrock Cabinteely defence, moving the ball swiftly forward, and Lorna Fashardi with a very good ball inside, right-handed into Andrea Murphy. But the number 13 on this occasion just pulled the shot just slightly to the left and wide. Ball now in the hands of Kelly Cunningham, the Tullamore goalkeeper. She kicks a long ball out, but it's easily taken by Sarah Dillon. Sarah Dillon inside to Jodie Egan. Jodie Egan right-footed, taking a long shot, and again it's pulled to the left and wide. A bit ambitious there, going for a ball against the wind there from about 30 metres. But I've seen her doing it before, so just unfortunate there. Both shots pulled to the left and wide. The score here after 19 minutes is 1-2 to 2 points. Of course, the 19 minutes would include the water break as the ball is moved out, and it's moved out to Sarah Bracken. Sarah Bracken playing the ball, long ball forward towards Grania Egan. Grania Egan, solo and right footed all the time under pressure by Sarah Quinn, working really hard, getting through there and getting a free, and certainly deserved a free. Great work by Grania Egan. It's interesting to see that we've got two Egans at number 14. In Foxrock Cabinteely we have Jodie Egan at number 14 and Grania Egan at number 14 for Tullamore. I doubt they're related, but certainly the two girls are shown well at full forward for both their positions, both their teams. Again, the free will be taken by Maeve Coleman. Maeve has been very good from place balls, 100% record so far, and she's eyeing this up again with her favoured right foot. And hits the ball in, but it just drops just a little bit short. Unfortunate there, but very good work by Aisling Tarpey, and again it's worked out through the hands with Lorna Fishardi. Lorna Fishardi out to Sinead Delahunty. Sinead Delahunty to Niamh Ryan. Niamh Ryan playing the ball forward. Excellent work here by Foxrock Cabinteely. Ball played into Ciara O'Riordan. Ciara O'Riordan, again the distribution very good from Foxrock Cabinteely. Of course they're Leinster champions for five years in a row now. Ball worked out again to the wing, out to the number 5 Faye O'Connell Bell. It's played back in to Ciara O'Riordan. Ciara O'Riordan looking inside and sees coming up from the back, Ciara Murphy, and Ciara Murphy sticking the ball over the bar for another point for Foxrock Cabinteely, who lead here 1-3. That an all-important goal scored by Katie McNally, and Tullamore 2 points. The Offaly champions certainly given as good as they get here, and the ball worked forward again. Maeve Coleman has come back into the defence and has picked up the ball, and she gives the ball forward to Sarah Bracken. Sarah Bracken. Again, a free there for Tullamore. The game is a little bit stop-start at the moment with frees for both teams. They are frees, but it's just a little bit stop-start at the minute. Again, on the ball is Maeve Coleman, and Maeve Coleman playing the ball forward. And a free again to Tullamore as Katie Keogh has been fouled. Ball played across again to Sarah Keogh. Sarah Keogh under serious pressure from Foxrock Cabinteely, and the ball's worked through to Niamh Ryan. Niamh Ryan and Ciara Murphy working very hard together. Ball's played forward to Katie McNally. Katie McNally, she sees the player inside, and Andrea Murphy unlucky there, but very good defence by Tullamore. Been very impressed with the Tullamore defence. They're very compact. They don't give too much away, in fairness. The goal was a well-worked goal, but they're very competent in defence. Alana Allen in midfield for Tullamore. A judge to be fouled, and it's a free for Tullamore. I think Ciara Murphy was trying a fast one there, hoping that she might get a free for Foxrock Cabinteely, but no, it's definitely a free for Tullamore as the Offaly champions seek to narrow the gap 1-3 to 2 points at the moment with 24 on the clock, but I would reckon that the 24 on the clock would be include about 2 minutes for the water break, and Ciara Murphy getting a little bit touchy with the Grania Egan there. Consultation going on now between John Birmingham, the sideline official, and Paul Burke, the referee. I'm not sure what the result of this will be, but they're in deep consultation over there. We'll await their decisions. And Paul Burke and John have finished there, and Paul is going in to, I would say it's Kieran Murphy, and it certainly looks like it's going to be a yellow card, maybe for pushing out at the player at Gráinne Egan, and yes, indeed, it's a yellow card. And so Foxrock Cabinteely will be down to 10, or down for 10 minutes. They'll be down to 14 players. The ball now, of course, will be thrown in because it was a free to Foxrock Cabinteely, but as a result of the slight retaliation there by Ciara, the ball will be thrown in, and it's thrown in by referee Paul Burke, but it's taken by Foxrock Cabinteely, and it's worked back to Aisling Tarpey. Aisling sporting a headgear today. I suppose to keep her nice and warm down there in the goal. The ball worked through to Lorna Fashardi. Lorna Fashardi immediately giving the ball inside. Good movement again off the ball. Andrea Murphy. And it's inside to Katie McNally. Katie McNally back inside to Andrea Murphy, who gives the ball immediately back to Katie McNally. Katie McNally with a right foot shot that goes over the bar, and a great point for Foxrock Cabinteely, who stretched their lead slightly out here in Bray to 1-4 to 2 points, but a really well worked point between Andrea Murphy and Katie McNally, with McNally sticking the ball over the bar. And as I said, Foxrock leading now by 1-4 to 2 points. Ball worked out to Lisa Gorman. Lisa Gorman moving forward at pace, giving the ball inside to Laura O'Sullivan. Laura O'Sullivan back into her midfielder Alana Allen moving it through, and there's a little bit of space here if they can find it. Roisin Kane on the ball, right footed. She's in the corner. She's faced by Niamh Collins, but she gets past, and a great ball into Gráinne Egan. This could be a chance, and a brilliant save by Aisling Tarpey. Aisling spread herself there just when it looked like Gráinne Egan was after getting in for a goal, and that'll be a wake-up call for Foxrock Cabinteely, and it'll certainly give encouragement to the Offaly champions Tullamore. Really well worked ball through there, and Gráinne Egan very unlucky not to get a goal there. Fantastic reaction save there by Aisling Tarpey in the Foxrock Cabinteely goal. And we move forward now, and it's a line ball out on the far side to Tullamore. Andrea Murphy unable to keep that ball in, and we restart again with Sarah Quinn on the ball. Sarah Quinn giving the ball back inside as they move forward now. Annie Keogh gets on the ball. She plays it outside to Katie Keogh, her sister. And a free to Tullamore for a foul on Annie Keogh. I see the first aid's in to look after her. In fact, I apologise. It's actually Roisin Kane that's down. Roisin Kane that's down with an injury there. And certainly this clash here, the semi-final of Leinster, an exciting clash. Katie Keogh on the ball, number 20 for Tullamore, working hard to retain possession, gives it into Sarah Keogh. Sarah Keogh, a good ball out, just didn't go to hand for Roisin Kane. Roisin Kane, good defence by Foxrock Cabinteely, and it'll be a 45. And the 45 looks like it's going to be taken by Laura O'Sullivan. Laura looking around to see if there's any movement, and there is movement, but it's reacted very well by Foxrock Cabinteely. She plays a great ball out to the right wing, and it's taken there by Orla Gorman. Orla Gorman back inside to the centre back, Laura O'Sullivan. Laura O'Sullivan to Grania Egan, but a brilliant tackle there by the Fox Cab number 14, Jodie Egan. I don't know what Jodie Egan was doing that far back, but it just shows you the work rate of the Foxrock Cabinteely team. And the ball is worked again. It's worked through the hands out to Tara O'Sullivan. Tara O'Sullivan outside to Jodie Egan. Jodie Egan to Lorna Fishardy. Lorna Fishardy looking up into the corner. She plays an absolutely brilliant ball inside to Sinead Lockman. Sinead Lockman coming through on the right hand side, right footed, gives a great ball inside to Andrea Murphy, back outside to Lockman, back to Andrea Murphy, and great work by both players. But unfortunately, when she pulled the trigger, Andrea again has pulled the ball slightly to the left and wide. There's been a number of wides for Foxrock Cabinteely. Certainly the more economical were Tullamore, who have very few wides in this first half. The Dublin champions, of course, with a vice-like grip on Leinster for the last number of years. Great champions, in fairness, both Dublin and Leinster. But Tullamore certainly putting it up to them, and none better than Katie Keogh, who's played a great ball into Egan. Egan again shown really well, a fantastic footballer. Only started football fairly recently, I believe, and she's put the ball over the bar to narrow the score. Great score by Grania Egan there, and the score now 1-4 to Foxrock Cabinteely and 3 points to Tullamore. And as I said, Grania Egan, who's a player that only took up football a while ago, and has blossomed into a fantastic footballer for Tullamore. The ball played out, and Tullamore certainly coming more and more into this game, and a free to Tullamore for a foul there by Tara O'Sullivan. And this free will be taken, it's between the 45 and the midway point, and it'll be taken again by Maeve Coleman. Maeve Coleman playing the ball back to Annie Keogh. Annie Keogh soloing through, right footed. Gives the ball to Coleman. Coleman inside to Katie Keogh. But great work by the Foxrock Cabinteely half back line in turning that ball over, and none more so than Niamh Collins there, stalwart with Dublin and a fantastic player for both club and county over the years. And we reach half time here in the Leinster Club Senior Championship semi-final between Foxrock Cabinteely, the Dublin champions, and the Offaly champions Tullamore. And the score, very tight match here, separated by a goal really by Katie McNally early in the match, a well-worked goal for Foxrock Cabinteely, who now lead by 1-4 to 3 points into the break. So 4-point lead for Foxrock Cabinteely, and we'll take a brief break, and we'll rejoin you in about 10 minutes time. Thank you. You're very welcome back to Bray in North County Wicklow for the clash of Foxrock Cabinteely, Dublin champions, and Tullamore, the Offaly champions. Certainly we have an interesting first half with the 4-point lead for Foxrock Cabinteely. 1-4 to 3 points as the referee surveys to make sure that everything is in order and checks the watch, checks with his lines people. And it looks like there's a change coming in for Foxrock Cabinteely. I can't see the number at the moment. I'll give you the change as soon as I can. Or is it just that Katie McNally was just getting gloves? I think that's all it is. So the ball's thrown in by Paul Burke, referee, and immediately Tullamore coming the attack with Maeve Coleman. Maeve Coleman back to Alana Allen. Alana Allen working the ball out to Katie Keogh, who's been very impressive in the first half and the start of the second half. And a great ball through and coming forward. Tullamore coming forward in the form of Orla Gorman. Orla Gorman back outside to Lisa Gorman, and Lisa, her sister, sticks the ball over the bar and narrows the score to a goal. 1-4 for Foxrock Cabinteely to Tullamore's 4 points. Well worked by the two Gorman sisters there, resulting in a great point for Tullamore early in this second half. Short kick out by Aisling Tarpey goes to Niamh Ryan around the middle of the park. Niamh Collins. Interesting fact I learned about Niamh Collins. Niamh's great uncle, Liam Whelan, played with the Man United team many years ago. You may remember he passed away following the Munich disaster. So very good pedigree there in the Collins family. And of course her mother playing international football for international volleyball. And while I was saying that, the ball has been worked forward by Foxrock Cabinteely in a brilliant move forward, and it ended up with Katie McNally yet again putting the ball into the back net. A bit of a discussion going on between the referee and the umpires just to see. I presume it's a query on whether it was a square ball, and it looks like it's going to be disallowed for a square ball, but it was really, really good work coming forward. It started off, as I said, by Niamh Collins and worked through to Katie McNally, but unfortunately a judge to have fouled the ball, and pressure coming on the kick out, but equal to the pressure is Becky Ryan. Becky Ryan coming forward with the ball, and Becky playing the ball into Alana Allen back towards Annie Keogh, but the ball turned over very quickly by Foxrock Cabinteely. Back in towards Katie McNally, but Katie McNally well screened by Sorcha Coleman. Sorcha Coleman coming out with the ball under pressure. Danger of overcarrying there, but got away with it. I think just on the 5th step she let it go. Ball played through to Alana Allen. Alana Allen going forward to Sarah Keogh. Sarah Keogh, but a misdirected pass there, and immediately gives the ball to Jodie Egan. Jodie Egan playing the ball through the hands to Sinead Lockman. Sinead Lockman back inside to Andrea Murphy, who's been very impressive in this spell between the first half and starting the second half in the same manner as she did before. Ball played to Faye O'Connell Bell. Back inside to Jodie Egan and worked forward to Murphy. Murphy, great ball inside, and it's worked through, and a great shot by Niamh Ryan, and skims the crossbar with the goalkeeper looking up, and a point for Foxrock Cabinteely, and they lead now by 1-5 to 4 points early doors in the second half of this Leinster Club Championship. And again, the referee going in to have a consultation with the umpires. I didn't see anything particularly untoward there, but best to be sure than sorry, so just having a short consultation to make sure everything is in order. I can't see the person that's actually down. I know the ball is in the hands of Kelly Cunningham. Kelly, of course, has refereed many matches for Leinster over the years. A very good and competent referee from Tullamore. And certainly this looks a little bit worse than would have thought at this. when the player went down again, I can't see who's actually down. But the signal has gone out that unfortunately whoever is down injured is not going to finish the game, and it'll require a substitution from Foxrock Cabinteely. And we hate to see something like this happening in a match where a player gets a nasty injury, bad injury. Certainly there was nothing untoward in any tackle or anything like that, but unfortunately she's come off the worst. I think it may be Niamh Ryan when she took that shot that she drove through the centre and put the ball over the bar, but unfortunately may have injured herself in the process. And so Niamh Ryan is going to be replaced. This looks like Hannah O'Neill coming in. And indeed it is that's not a bad substitution to be able to make, to bring in Hannah O'Neill. But the ball now with Tullamore, and it's worked through the hands, and it ends up in Orla Gorman's hands. Orla Gorman working the ball through, giving it back inside to Sarah Keogh. Sarah Keogh back to Gorman. Gorman looking outside to Orla, her sister. And coming up on the outside, if they can see her, is the number 22. Very unlucky. She saw her all right, but just wasn't able to get the ball across to Sarah Bracken. And the danger is snuffed out by Ciara Reardon playing the ball forward, and the ball taken by Andrea Murphy. Andrea Murphy, long ball in towards Katie McNally. Katie McNally back into Andrea Murphy. Andrea Murphy right-footed coming across the goal, and it's with Sinead Loughman. Sinead Loughman giving it into Jodie Egan. Jodie Egan pulling the trigger, but it's well saved and well snuffed out by Kelly Cunningham in the Tullamore goal. And she solos out a little bit like the GAA goalkeepers coming out to the 45-metre line and encouraging her teammates. Maeve Coleman on the ball. A great ball through. And the ball is worked back to Coleman to Gorman, Orla Gorman, right-footed, soloing in towards the centre, into the right corner forward position. Great work there by Grania Egan. Grania Egan playing the ball back outside to Lisa Gorman. Lisa Gorman playing the ball into the wing, and it's a free in to Tullamore. And it looks like this free will be taken by Katie Keogh, number 20. Plays the ball inside and takes the return, and working the ball across, not rushing the shot, just waiting on the opportunity. But unfortunately the opportunity didn't present itself, and it's immediately taken by Foxrock Cabinteely, Niamh Collins. But Niamh drops the ball under pressure, and Roisin Kane on the ball, gives the ball inside to Sarah Keogh. Sarah Keogh back inside to Roisin Kane. Roisin Kane again, they're working the ball, swarmed by Foxrock Cabinteely, but it goes inside to Grania Egan. Grania Egan, certainly a free there, and referee giving the free to Tullamore. It'll be on the 14-metre line, dead straight in front of the goal, and she'll be an easy score here for Maeve Coleman. Maeve Coleman, I would presume, will stick this ball over the bar and yet again leave a 3-point gap. Foxrock, very tight match there last week against Eadstown, where they came out on top by 12 points to 10, and an equally tight match here at the moment, as the ball is driven over the bar there by Maeve Coleman at number 12, and again narrows the score line to a goal lead for Foxrock Cabinteely. The scoreline at the moment, 1-5 to Foxrock Cabinteely, 5 points to Tullamore. as the ball is worked forward by Foxrock Cabinteely, but snuffed out by Tullamore in the form of Maeve Coleman. Maeve Coleman under serious pressure there, but from Katie McNally. And for a little bit of dissent there, questioning the referee, the ball has moved forward. There's a sense of urgency about Tullamore now at the moment as the ball is in the hands of Tara O'Sullivan into Orla Gorman. Orla Gorman, who's come more into this game, certainly in the second half, plays the ball in towards the full forward line. Grania Egan again, who's causing a lot of trouble for Foxrock Cabinteely as she plays a great ball in, but again a fantastic save by Aisling Tarby. And certainly there's been two opportunities for Tullamore to get goals, one in the first half, one in the second half, and certainly both times the goalkeeper for Foxrock Cabinteely, Aisling Tarby, has shown her experience. Of course, Mayo goalkeeper for many years. A fantastic save there yet again, I think, from Orla Gorman. And the ball with Tullamore yet again. And certainly they're not overawed by the Dublin champions, Foxrock, in any way. A fantastic display so far, and certainly taking the game to Foxrock Cabinteely. And with a little bit more luck, could have been level there with a great opportunity of a goal. And the ball played through Katie Keogh, who's certainly imposing herself on this game. But Foxrock Cabinteely, they're not Leinster champions for nothing. They work so hard. Hannah O'Neill there with her first intervention, gives the ball, and it ends up with Jodie Gorman. Jodie Gorman into Andrea Murphy. Andrea Murphy to Hannah O'Neill. Hannah O'Neill moving right-footed. Swift player takes a long shot, but it was a long shot, and it ended up going to the right and wide. But it was a shot to nothing because, sorry, I thought the referee was playing advantage there, but in fact the advantage had just ceased and the referee had put his hands down. So again, a kick out by Kelly Cunningham, whose kickouts have been very strong all through the match, but in that occasion it was just intercepted by Katie McNally, and for a pull on the jersey there by Becky Bryant, it'll be a free. Excuse me, I keep getting the Becky Bryant mixed up because of the headbands. It wasn't Becky Bryant, it was Annie Keogh there that gave away that free, and the free will be taken by a substitution for Foxrock Cabinteely, as Aidan Murphy will come in, and going off will be Ciara Murphy. And just while that was happening, the ball was driven wide by Foxrock Cabinteely, and the score remains 1-5 to 4 points. 1-5 to 5 points. And the ball's played through, and a great opportunity for Andrea Murphy. Andrea Murphy pulls the trigger, but great work by Becky Bryant in putting pressure on her there. And the ball goes to the right and wide. Sorry, just a bit of a discussion here because the scoreboard reads different to our score, but we're 100% sure that Fox Cap are at 1-5 and Tullamore at 5 points, but we will see clarification just to be 100% sure on that as the ball is moved by Tullamore. Tullamore around the middle of the park with Sarah Keogh. Sarah Keogh playing the ball long in towards the corner forward, but great work by Niamh Collins yet again, and Niamh moving the ball immediately forward to Sinead Lockman. Sinead playing the ball through the hands to Niamh Collins, who's come forward. Hannah O'Neill now on the ball, plays a great ball across to Katie McNally. Katie McNally giving it inside, but somehow that ball came out of Kelly Cunningham. Seemed to have the ball covered, but unfortunately it didn't go to hand, and it looks like Andrea Murphy has finished the ball to the net for Foxrock Cabinteely, and a disappointment there for Tullamore. It looked like they had it covered, but just unfortunately seemed to just squirm out of off the hands of Kelly Cunningham, who had actually done really well to cover the initial cross ball. The ball played forward by Tullamore, but it's easily dealt with by the Cabinteely backline. Foxrock Cabinteely moving the ball forward with Sinead Delahunty. Sinead Delahunty playing the ball out to Faye O'Connell-Bell. And an unbelievable ball passed into Grania Egan, and this is a big opportunity for Tullamore. I don't know what Faye O'Connell-Bell was doing there, but she passed the ball brilliantly inside to the player from Tullamore, Grania Egan, and I think Egan was so astounded that the ball ended up in her hands that she didn't get through for the shot on goal. Emily Bailey there fouled, and the free will be taken by, and the referee a bit annoyed there by a little bit of dissent by Foxrock Cabinteely. It's unusual for Foxrock Cabinteely to be questioning referees' decisions. Ball played forward towards Egan. Egan trying to make up for that unfortunate incident earlier on, and a great ball inside, and the ball kicked over the bar. No, the ball to the right and wide. It looked like it had snuck inside the post, but no, it had slipped to the right and wide. And the score remains 2-5 to Foxrock Cabinteely. Tullamore at 5 points. Aisling Tarpey with a ball out towards Lorna Fashardi. Lorna Fashardi moving through the centre, right-footed. Giving the ball into Ciara O'Riordan. Ciara O'Riordan playing the ball forward towards Hannah O'Neill. Hannah O'Neill, great ball inside to Sinead Loughlin. Sinead inside to Andrea Murphy. Andrea Murphy, who's been moving well all day, gives the ball inside to Sinead, and Sinead Loughlin kicking the ball over the bar. Great point, right-footed. Worked extremely well by both teams as we move into a break. Just to confirm that as we move into the break, the scoreboard has been adjusted, and Fox Cab certainly do lead by 2 goals and 5 points to 5 points for Tullamore. We'll rejoin you in a couple of moments when the water break is over. Thank you. While we're waiting on the teams to get into position, just a couple of sponsors for Tullamore. I've been asked to mention Siobhan Stewart from Supermax, who sponsored the gear bags, and Max in KMX or KMK Metals and Recycling for their jackets, and of course McCarty's, who've did chippers. who've always been involved with Tullamore, and great to have sponsors like that on the thing. As the ball is played in now very quickly to Lorna Fishardi back inside to O'Riordan to Hannah O'Neill, back to O'Riordan, and a great ball in again, right footed, just drifts to the right and wide. And just to confirm the score, I gave you the score of 2-5 to 5 points, but it's actually 2-6 to 5 points, because there was a score just before the break, as you would have seen, kicked over the bar, and the scoreline now correctly reads 2 goals and 6 points to 5 points for Tullamore. Ball played out by Kelly Cunningham, a long ball, and as they move through the centre, chased by Faye Connell Bell, but great work by Orla Gorman. Plays the ball inside to number 21, Emily Bailey kicks the ball, but Aisling Tarpey doing really well, and looks like a free out for Aisling Tarpey. Very solid in that Foxrock Cabinteely goal all day today, and certainly is one reason why Tullamore are getting closer with those 2 great goal opportunities. Ball given from the resulting free to Lorna Fishardi. Lorna Fishardi plays the ball out towards Sarah Dillon. Sarah's been quiet by her own standards today, but a fantastic player, as everybody would agree. Westmeath stalwart. Ball played forward yet again. It ends up in the hands of Sinead Loughlin. Long ball in towards Katie McNally, making Katie work for this one. It's out near the end line, out near the sideline, but she works really hard, gets past Orca Coleman, and she moves right footed, gives the ball back inside to one of the chief tormentors for Tullamore today, for Foxrock Cabinteely, who is Andrea Murphy. And Andrea Murphy, she scored a great point, but unfortunately the referee had actually blown for the infringement, and it'll be a free in to Foxrock Cabinteely to the right of the goal, about 20 metres to the right of the goal, and it'll be taken by Jodie Egan. Jodie right footed. The kick is on its way. It's a lovely ball by Jodie Egan off the right foot. Not the optimum position for a right footer, but sticks the ball over the bar, and the score now reads 2-7 to 5 points. Foxrock Cabinteely's experience now telling in the last, say, 10 minutes. Have a stranglehold on the game, leading by 8 points, but that's not to say that Tullamore are still working really, really hard, and none more so than Katie Keogh. Katie Keogh has had a remarkable game, and she plays the ball out to the wing to Annie Keogh. Annie Keogh back inside to her sister. 3 sisters, of course, on the Tullamore team. You've got Katie, Annie and Sarah, all Offaly players of note over the years. The ball with, as I said, with Annie, who's captain of the team today. A bit of a schmozzle over there, and unfortunately for Tullamore, ball touched on the ground, and it'll be a free out for Foxrock Cabinteely. Result, Emily Bailey just touched the ball there on the ground. Very unlucky for Emily, but did seem to touch it while she was on the ground. And the free will be taken by Aideen Murray, who's come in. A substitution for Foxrock Cabinteely. And in a further substitution, number 10, Sarah Dillon, has been replaced by number 19 for Foxrock Cabinteely, and number 19 for Foxrock Cabinteely, Sarah O'Leary. Ball played through, and it's a free for Tullamore, but the free is wasted, and it ends up in the hands again of Sinead Loughlin. Sinead Loughlin playing the ball forward, and the ball with Aideen Murray. Aideen Murray back into Hannah O'Neill. Hannah O'Neill to Sinead, who plays a long ball into Katie McNally. And Katie taking the ball again. She's faced again by Sorka Coleman. Gives the ball into Ciara O'Riordan into Andrea Murphy. Andrea Murphy back inside. And the ball ends up with Jody. Jody gives the ball to Ciara O'Riordan, who takes a snapshot, but ill-advised, and kicks the ball to the right of the posts and wide. Foxrock have a vice-like grip on this game now. And Tullamore, in reality, they certainly need to get a goal, as we see a couple of substitutions coming in for Tullamore. And coming in for Tullamore, number 20, Annie Cow is going off. And there being substitution, Aisha Brazil has come in. The ball played through, and attacking now Annie Keogh, captain of the team, driving forward, and certainly now is the time that they need a goal. Annie playing the ball out, great ball out to Lisa Gorman. Lisa Gorman playing a long ball in, but Aisling Tarpey just waits and the ball goes harmlessly wide. Aisling Tarpey having a look, plenty of room out to the wing. She plays a nice short ball towards Laura Fishardi, her go-to girl in a lot of these situations. Ball inside to Sinead Delahunty. Sinead Delahunty back outside to Aideen Murray. Aideen Murray, they're moving the ball through the hands, and Sarah Quinn on the ball. And the ball played in to Andrea Murphy, who showed all day. Certainly she's probably been the main threat for Foxrock Cabinteely. She was faced there by Becky Bryant, who has had a very good game for Tullamore, but certainly finding Andrea in some great form here. She's again on the ball. She's moving the left to the right, and the ball goes back to Jodie Egan. Jodie Egan looking outside, and the ball with Hannah O'Neill. Hannah O'Neill with a ball back inside, and the shot by Sarah O'Leary just too short, and picked up easily by Kelly Cunningham to put Tullamore on the attack. Tullamore driving forward, but again really good work by the number 6 from Foxrock Cabinteely, Tara O'Sullivan, and again Foxrock come forward. The ball with Hannah O'Neill. Hannah O'Neill into the corner, and yet again moving forward is Andrea Murphy. She's faced by Claire Curtin, who's just come in to the Tullamore side and introduced herself to Andrea by giving away a free, and the free will be taken again by Jodie Egan, out this time on the left hand side. She took a beautiful free from the right hand side that curled over the bar. Now probably on our more favourite side will take a free from about the 20-metre line. Referee insisted on making the angle a little bit more difficult for her. And the ball's on its way. A long kick back across. Hits the post. Post still shaking, but the ball favours the Foxrock Cabinteely side, and the ball goes over the bar, and they lead 2 goals and 8 points to 5 points. 9-point lead, but in fairness, there is no way that this game, it was a 9-point game. It was really, really well worked and well drilled. The Tullamore team, managed of course by Matty McCormick. Some people may remember Matty. He was very involved in Cool Heroes there, the stickers for GAA, and started that phenomenal off. And certainly with this team have only won their first championship at senior level this year when they bet Naomh Ciaran, and certainly have given as good as they got here today, as I said earlier on. And it was a strange game because they had 2 fantastic chances of goals, and certainly could have been a little closer. Great work there by Sarah Quinn for Foxrock Cabinteely. She's fouled, and there's a free for Foxrock Cabinteely on the 45-metre line. This will be taken by Lorna Fishardi. Lorna, mother of two, and has been playing for Wicklow for a number of years. Would have played just down the road here in Greystones in Erog, and she's facing up to take this free. And certainly it's got a little bit colder in Bray. That sun that was out a little bit earlier on, warming us up, has certainly disappeared as the ball ends up back with Lorna Fishardi. They move the ball up the wing, and it's up towards a substitute. Rebecca Duffy for Foxrock Cabinteely, who's just after being introduced. I think Foxrock Cabinteely introduced a couple of substitutions during the water break, just after the water break. And the ball with Maeve Coleman. Maeve Coleman back. And Becky Bryant doing really well there. Becky, I remember Becky Bryant playing with Leinster Colleges a number of years ago. Great player. And moving the ball forward, Orla Gorman, who showed well all day for Tullamore. It's with Grania Egan. I believe Grania's father is an expert now on ladies football rules, and in fairness, Grania, he would have seen that as a free as well. The ball adjudged to being fouled. Sorry, Grania adjudged to being fouled there by Eve Collins as she was going through. And the scoreline 2-8 to 5 points as Tullamore try to engineer a goal but can't seem to get any change out of this Foxrock Cabinteely side now, as the ball is worked forward through Ciara O'Riordan. O'Riordan playing the ball outside to Hannah O'Neill. Hannah O'Neill to Lorna Fishardi. Lorna Fishardi plays the ball forward, and the referee judges that it's a free out, and a free out to Tullamore. And the ball is worked out to the midfielder. It's worked out to Sarah Keogh. Sarah Keogh on the ball, looking out to the wing, and Maeve Coleman driving a long ball in towards the full forward, Grania Egan, but Grania unable to get there ahead of Lorna Fishardi. Lorna plays the ball to Hannah O'Neill. Hannah O'Neill forward towards the substitute. And as the ball is worked forward to Andrea Murphy yet again, this player has been everywhere for Foxrock Cabinteely right throughout the whole game. Great ball in, and a point for Foxrock Cabinteely. The score now, the Foxrock Cabinteely has stretched out the lead to 2-9 to 5 points, with 7 minutes left in the game. Sorry, it's actually, when I was saying 7 minutes there, it's almost on full time as Tullamore again come forward. Ball played up the wing to Emily Bailey. Emily playing the ball inside to Grania. Grania fouled yet again, and it'll be a free in to Tullamore. And certainly Tullamore trying might and main to narrow the gap in this, but Foxrock certainly very strong. And the ball worked into the corner there to Tullamore, and Tullamore, great ball across, But yet again, Niamh Collins, a former All-Star, former All-Star, but an All-Star for Dublin, interrupted what could have been a score for Foxrock Cabinteely. And the ball played inside towards Jodie Egan. Just an update from Tinnahealy. Tinnahealy 15 points, Dunboyne 2-8. So not much in that game down there in Tinnahealy. Of course, the final is on next week. It'll be on in looks like Kinnegad, and it'll be on the 5th, Sunday the 5th. And at the moment it would favour Foxrock Cabinteely making the final, and if the scoreline stays the same in Tinnahealy, it'll be Tinnahealy who are the intermediate Leinster champions, only crowned there a number of months ago, who will go through. But there's a bit to play down in Tinnahealy. 2-8 to Dunboyne, 15 points to Tinnahealy, as the ball is worked out yet again by Annie Keogh, who's had a very good game at wing back for Tullamore. Referee judges that neither team had possession of the ball and is going to throw it up, and he throws it up. Alan was going for the ball, and the final whistle is blown by referee Paul Burke. A very entertaining game here in North Bray, but a familiar result, I suppose, from a Foxrock Cabinteely point of view. 2-9 to Foxrock Cabinteely. A very gallant Tullamore team who pushed right to the end of the game. They scored 5 points, but I can truly say that they could have got 2 goals, and it certainly could have been a lot closer. So well done to Tullamore and the Offaly champions on their performance here today. But yet again, Foxrock Cabinteely will move into a Leinster final, which will be held next Sunday. And we don't have the opponents as yet, but certainly there's a ding-dong battle going on down in Tinnahealy for the right to play next Sunday. It looks like Carlstown, Kinnegad, 1:30 next Sunday. And just to update you on, there's the score with 64 minutes gone. It's a 1-point game in Tinnahealy, deep into injury time. And we'll sign off here from Antray and from Bray. As I said, with the score of 2-9 to 5 points in favour of Cabinteely. Thank you very much for supporting Leinster ladies football, and wish you well. Take care.